everybody, for who don't know me, I am Andrea and this is a Latina living in Florida. Welcome to my channel. So today I'm going to talk about how to appeal to a Latina. So first, it is important to know some how you say aspects. So first, you have know some come on there. Okay, I choose this topic because a follower on Instagram asked me that question. He told me how he can appeal a Latina because he was interested in to be with a Latina. So I do this video for answer him, and also I believe so to other people that is interested to that. For who don't know, I'm from Colombia, so it made me a Latina, and because that I probably can tell you some things about the culture, and then you can understand more how a Latina behave. It's gonna be easy to you to appeal to a Latina. So first, Latinas like honesty. This is Kira. So Latinas like honesty. So I believe so everybody want honesty, but we have a big deal with that. So we don't like that in the first date the person that we are interested in lie to us. So if you had something really important in your life that is really important to the other person now in the first date, it's better tell that, because if you hide this for a couple weeks or a couple months or a couple years, it can break the relationship, because we hate lies. We like people that is honest with us, and in the same way we are honest with people. So it is something important. Be honest. Anything, everything that you, whatever, that you were married, that you have a kid, that I don't know, something, you did something big, you know, whatever other small things, well, it doesn't matter, but it is important. If you are dating a Latina, be really honest. So other thing that is important to a Latina is a man that is respectful. So we love a man that is next to us, that is respectful with us, that is respectful with other people around, that even is respectful with their family. And something that we always keep in mind, we always check how this man tried her mother or her sister or her family. How the way that he talk about their friends, the way that they talk about their family, because these kind of things describe that person, you know, because you are just that you start know the person. So everything around, everything that he said, everything that he do, it's gonna tell us something. So you pay attention the way that you behave with your friends and your family in front of this Latina, because we always are looking all that things. For Latinos, the family is super important. It's, I believe so, it's almost something that is always in first plan. It's something that you have to keep in mind. So we always check everything. So when we are like meeting, for example, the family for the guy, we check how this guy talk with his mother and talk with his father, and how he talk with the family, the relatives, and how he try their friends. So this is something that talk about the person, right? So if we let some person that is like respectful with everybody, that don't like try to do bullying or try to fight all the time, because it is a red flag for us that it is no good, right? So other thing that is important is that we love a guy, a man that is hard worker. We love a person that know what he wants in life, a person that is smart enough to deal with hard situations. Like like, for example, if something broke at home, he be capable to deal with that, to fix that. It's something that we really get amazed, like, oh wow, right? It's something that really we love in a man, that he can maintain his house, like if something broke or something happened, and he can do something about this, he can fix this. So this is something that is important. And also we love a person that he always like looking for be better every day, like he want to study something else, he like read books, he like be busy, you know. We as a Latinos, as a Latin people, as a Latin women, we are teach to be hard workers, and we always like look opportunities to work, and we also like help people around us. So it's really important, yeah. Because for example, in my city, Cali, that is really how you say, like the weather is hot, people there keep like active, you know. People use there is a lot of like gyms around. There's a lot of gyms everywhere, because people like go to do sports, like to walk and ride bicycles and everything. Yeah, we like a person that is hard worker, that he always look be better, that he always interested to have a good job, right? I don't mean that he have be rich. It means that he have his own things, right? That he work hard. He always be interested to learn new things. He like read or study something new. We like of kind of things, and it have to be too much with the that I told you, that we like a person that can deal with things or problems in the house, and he can fix everything. So this is important.
Hola.
Hola. Other thing that we appreciate about a man in Latinas life is the person be gentle, right? So we want a person that he is gentle with us, that he is lovely with us. We like that this guy that give us compliments every time, because Latinas have something really particular, and it's like we always like look pretty every time. It is just something that is, I don't know, it's like with us, or with us in our minds. So for example, if we need go to the store, and in Colombia the store are just close to your house, like really something really close, that you don't need like look so pretty to go, but anyway we get the best clothes and we get the best look that we can do it to go to that store. So it's something in our culture that we have look pretty every day, and we take care ourselves a lot. So it's because if you go to Colombia, you saw a lot of like beautiful girls, because they always try like be dress fashion and be pretty, and they go to the the gym, something like they take care of themselves a lot. So it is important in Latin culture.
Don't be telling lies.
Hello.
Don't be
Yeah.
lying to your audience.
I don't know. I don't lie. In Latin culture, it is important to the girls are fashion, like they like look pretty, they like look pretty, right? So in the same way, we want some gentlemen that give us a compliment, right? So we love compliments, and it don't mean that you have to say every time, every day, but once in a while is good, and is highly recommend you have to do that with a Latina, because we really are waiting for a compliment. So just do it. Other thing is that Latinos like a lot some person that is disciplined, that he have some discipline in his life, that he is organized, right? That he is he take care of himself, like he like do some sports, like go to do some, I don't know, any sports. That there are a lot of sports, yeah, like mountain biking, fishing. Yes. So yeah,
Tennis, racquetball, ping pong.
okay, we got it. So yes, Latinos like a guy that is active, right? I don't have like a description of physically how it should be a man for a Latina, because it is impossible. Everybody have different. The girls like different people. But I can say something, and I believe so. Latinas like a really big personality. So we are looking for that guy that make us laugh, that make us happy, that it's fun, that it's comfortable to be, that it's sociable. And I talk about that is sociable, because Latin women are accustomed to be sociable. We are teaching our culture. We always celebrate. We are in celebration. Everything is happiness for us. So we celebrate everything that happens. And when I talk about that, is that, for example, we celebrate birthdays. We celebrate that you get hired, but if you get fired, okay, we celebrate. If you get a relationship, we celebrate that. But if you broke, also we celebrate that we are free. So we always look something to celebrate, and this is something that is in Latin cultures, and Latinas and women are accustomed to that. We like celebrate everything. It's like we want be in a constant party, but I don't want mean with that we keep going in a bar, so discotheque, or we keep drinking alcohol. No, I don't talk about that kind of party. I talk about we like do meetings at the house with friends. We like listen to music. We like dance. We love salsa, merengue, vallenatos, all that kind of things. So it is really tied to our culture, and it is really important that if you want meet a Latina, you really have like get into this kind of things of her culture, because it's really important. We probably gonna fall in love. We wanna fall in love with a guy that he surprised us that he danced salsa, right? Because oh my gosh, he know dance salsa, and it is something that probably we want to appreciate, that that person try to do something that is for our culture, because music is part of our cultures, and the meetings with family and friends is part of our culture. So this is something that you have to keep in mind, because if you're gonna meet a Latina, if you want to date a Latina, it is something that you have really be careful, or keep in mind that when you marry a Latina, you marry with her family too, because Latinos like share all the time together, and they like gathering in family. So it's very possible that after you get married, you're gonna be visit for her family. And when I say her family, it can be brothers and sisters and cousins and uncles and everybody, right? Because we keep that contact in between the family. When we do meetings at home, for example in Colombia, we do big meetings and it's everybody, cousins, uncles, everybody's there. So it is part of our culture, and in that way also, if you want have a relationship with a Latina, it's very possible that you also gonna fall in love with her family, because they are so close. So for example, I can talk about my family. They always come and pass time here in the United States. Sometimes here in America, people want to visit other relatives. They go like for 3 days, so 1 week, and this is all. But no, Latinos don't do that. Latinos, when go visit their family, they talk about 15 days, 1 month, 2 months, 6 months. So you have had that in mind, because it is important. Yes, the family is important for a Latina. So it's because I told you that Latin women, they check the way that you try your family, because this tell us a lot of things about that person, right? Other thing that is important to us is that when we are looking for a man, we look at men that give us support, right? Yeah, probably can be that economically, yeah, that probably can be that, yeah, that person have some job, but I don't say that person gonna hold us, like he gonna pay everything for us. I just say that we need a support also, like a sentimental, that the person listen to us when we had some problems, that the person be there with us when we need some company, because Latinos are like really, they like contact, and when they are interested, when Latin women are interested in some men, they want to be close to that person, and we are open. We talk about everything. It's because I also told you guys that Latin women like honesty. So some person that is honesty, if you're gonna be honesty with that person, you're gonna have a Latina here in your hand, because we love that. We appreciate some person that is honest with us. We need support. We need a man that understand us. We need a man that listen us when we need to talk. Also, there is something really important. Latinas, and it is something that I want that you understand, because it's part of our culture. Latin women like dress pretty. We love dresses. We love be sexy. We love like be the center of the attention, and it is something that we grow up. We always do that. I don't know why. We always just look. We always want to look pretty, so we always look like the fashion, all that stuff. So please don't gonna try change the way your different Latina dress, or don't gonna try change the way that she act or behave, because it is against all of our culture. And I think that when two people that are from different cultures they get together, it's gonna be a mix of everything, right? It's because if we are living here in the United States, it's enough for us that we have changed our language and we have changed some like behaves, like social behaves. Is enough for us. So in our particular things, like the way that we dress, like the way that we act, in like our personality, don't gonna try change that, because it's like you want kill that person. You know that every person has their personality, so it is really important for Latinas keep the way they are. They grow up with some things, with some like culture, and it is important that you that you respect that, and that you keep that, and that you love the way that she is, right? So don't wanna try change the way that she dress. Well, sometimes we are really exaggerate, like really exaggerate. So in that times probably you can say something about it, but not always. We are not always that way. So just respect the way that she is, the way that she dress. We love colors, we love short clothes, and I talk probably this about me because probably I talk about more for people from Colombia. Well, because we have a weather that is warm almost all the time, all the year. So we don't use too much clothes. Like we use short dresses and short pants and all that stuff. We like show a lot of skin. Yeah, this is we like show a lot of skin. And this is part of our culture, right? And it is nothing bad with that. And for example, here in the United States, there is a lot of places that is really cold. So here people just almost cover all her skin, and we are not accustomed to that. And I believe so Latinas that are living in the cold weather, well, it's life. But the Latinos that we live like in Florida, people that places that are warm, well, it's like being home, right? Because we can dress the way that we want. And yeah, this is something important. The way that the Latinos like be fashion and they like be like really sexy. The Latinas are really sensual, right? So this is part of our culture, and please don't gonna change that. Don't gonna change that in a Latina, because you're gonna kill her personality. Something important that you can do it is like get involved with something of her culture. Like for example, I talk about we love music, we love salsa, so why not like take some classes of salsa, because probably she gonna want go with you to dance in some discotheque or even in her house. So learn some dance of salsa. And also something else probably can be about the food, because the food also is important for us. We have some typical food, and we used to like a meeting together at home and cook something between us. So why you don't surprise with some typical plate from I don't say from Colombia, but Latin plate, whatever the girl is, if it's from Mexico, Peru, Guatemala, I don't know, but try to have a relation with her culture. It is really important, and she probably gonna appreciate that. Even also with sports. For example, I have been here in America, and I have been in the stadium watching American soccer. It's something that I don't understand how this works. I don't understand what is the deal with that. But anyway, I tried to enjoy. I went. I passed good time. So in the same way, a lot of Latins or Latin women are really passionate with soccer, right? And this is something important, some part of our culture, because we grew up with that, and we are passionate people, right? So we always show our feelings. So we like that kind of sport, and if, for example, you never had sit out or you just try to share some time with her, it is important that you share like things from their culture, right? Even for each culture, like I told you, when two people that are from different cultures, it is important that you share everything, right? Not that everything gonna be for this side or everything gonna be for this other side, because it is not fair for the other person. I say, because, for example, for me, it is not fair if it's enough. It's enough for me having changed my language and having changed a lot of things, my job and my friends and everything. Yeah, because I'm in another place that is not my home. Now this is my home, but it's not where I'm born. We want a man that is passionate, that is stronger, that have like a stronger personality, that is like show a little like a dominate, and it's because we have growing in our culture that like the man is like the main support in the family, but we grow up with that, right? But in our times now, women's and men's are almost the same, right? So probably you saw this change in some girls, some Latin girls. They want to be independent. They want just just be independent, so they don't look like that support in the other person. So you better check that part, right? But more Latin women, they are accustomed to that the men are dominant and they provide things in the house, like that support, like economical support. But something important that I forget to say is that because we are all passionate, right? We like hugs and handshakes and kisses the chest and all the things that we do with friends, with people that we know around. So it's important that you don't want to get jealous if you saw that she do that with other men, because it is part of our culture. We do that in Colombia. We share with everybody. We just hug friends and we just say bye and just kiss chest, and it is something normal in our culture. I noticed that here in America it is not too much like that way. But it's just because it's the difference in the cultures. Latin women are more like they're more expressive themselves, that they are more open, that they are more sociable, that they are more like they like that contact. And so it is some part of our culture, so it is not bad. Don't wanna think nothing bad about that. Okay, so I think that this is pretty much that I want to take about Latin women, and I hope that you get some advice of this that can help you in the relationship that you want to start, or in the relationship that you are now. It help you understand more Latin woman. And if you had other questions and you have more questions about this or something different, you can let me a message in the comments in YouTube. I always check that. Or even also you can write me in Instagram or TikTok in the comments or direct message, and I read all the time the message, and I can check and I can do other video, answer your questions, because I think that is important. I mean, I know that a lot of people that are watching me are from other countries, because I have seen that people for Germany, for Mexico, Spain, yeah, a lot of other countries that watching me. So I know that probably they want to know more about the culture. So you are free to write me. I always gonna check, and I hope that you get your answer for my followers. And this is all, guys. If you like the video, just give thumbs up to the video, and also don't forget to give click to the bell to you receive a notification every time I post a video. And don't forget also subscribe to my channel, guys, please. And I appreciate all my subscribers, and I love that you are there support my channel and all my followers in TikTok and Instagram. And this is all. Have a nice weekend, a week, and see you. Bye bye.
You got their attention, I leave an impression and take a redemption. Just kill no discretion. Your mind is a weapon. 11-11. It's time for progression. You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way. What I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep when they scheming. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try to change, you can say no, free me. So he's been looking for somebody who could save him, instead of searching inside for what they gave him. A strong will, strong mind causes mayhem. We could change the world, change times, rearrange them. Staying on pace, running the race. Life is a chase, I